Oh, I don't have RAM. I was a bit quick. Yeah, well, I have RAM, but I don't have both of them. So that's unfortunate. I have to wait for that. Also, I need color RAM. Yeah. Last time I did a video like this, I made this 250-407. Get the dimensions right. You need to straighten it. And yes, it turned out to be a project. I was just going to check out KiCad. Go to your schematic. Now we're gonna import, and then it should show up like this, yes? My god, it's full of stars. So the top layer is almost done, the bottom layer is, yeah, it's not much. But as you can see, there's a fast progress here. So the top layer is the red. As you can see, it's pretty much done. And then the bottom layer, I might need some more masks around here. I've drawn all the traces and the zones. I used a couple of weeks to finish. So I will actually release when I'm happy with it. I was talking to Arctic Retro also. He also want to maybe try and build this. So this is a continuation from last time. We saw that we were missing 2 chips here. I'm still missing. This is just 1 minute for me. This is like a week for you. So anyway, when we turn it on, we didn't see any signal. We can try wiggle the connector. I haven't tried that actually. And there's nothing. So we will do some measuring because we're supposed to see at least something going on here. I think S radio is correct. I don't think that's incorrect. So what I will do, even though I don't have these 3 chips. Oh, look. We haven't put in the timing chips. That's why we don't have any signal. That was what I was going to talk about. We don't have the cold RAMs in, but then we should see signal. At least black or something like that, but no signal. So yeah, let's just find that chip. And yeah, this one is. It's a really notorious MOS chip. I thought I was going to avoid all these fingerprints, but when I got excited, I started getting fingerprints. So let's turn it on. Still no signal. So that's strange. Then we have to fault find. So I was thinking maybe inserting that chip would change things. We see that the chips are drawing the amount it's supposed to be drawing. So something is weird. Let's wiggle that connector again. Maybe there's something obvious. I can see it right now. Power is good. We checked that last yesterday. So maybe I placed the chips wrong, or something is wrong with these guys. Could be. But in any case, we should see a signal when you have the VIC inserted. So the VIC looks good. Okay, here goes. Turn it off. Get it out of the way. Bring in the longboard, which I know should work. It has been on my table for so long, so I tried not to zap it with any ESD and stuff, but you never know. So you can see this one is a bit harder to make. It has a lot of more components and everything, so let's see. Oh yeah, please insert fat formatted SD card. Alright, so I will enter like this. I probably don't need to, but let's see what's on this. So oh, it's the VHL 6526 test card. So there are several programs on this thing, but I don't want to touch it because then I don't remember anymore what was what. Yeah, so this is a test. So if nothing is working at all, I can just pop that in. Okay, so the dead test card is in, and we have turn it on. There's no signal yet. So voltages, just to check that. There's one thing, very easy thing to do. Sometimes it's just a small thing, like that's what you need to do, so you should have done it in the first place, kind of thing. See if you can see 12 volts. No, I think it's this one. So isn't this supposed to be the input? Okay, so let's put it on ground up here so we make sure this board is seeing the same ground. So let's see. Don't screw around so much. So 2.6, 1.5. What the heck? I think we need to go back to the drawing board. So is it getting hot? Nope. Yeah, so let's have a look. What's the power going into these? Oh, it's 5 volt. It's not 12 volt. So 5 volt was okay. So this regulator is supposed to supply 3.3 volt, I think. We're supposed to see 5 volt, not 12 volt. The magic of video editing. Turn on power. 1.5. 2.5. It's actually not getting the supply it's supposed to. Maybe we have done some short circuit here. Oh, I see what's wrong here. Oh my god. Let's just turn off power, by the way. Okay. Yeah. This doesn't need any explanation. At least I want to see a signal. Maybe the test will show something. This is what happens when I get too excited. I start testing before. Yeah, I should have, of course, I should have soldered everything. So, okay. Let's do the correct thing now. Grounding first. Okay. By the way, these Hakko clone things, they are great. I mean, they heat up so fast. Do you remember 7 years ago? If you are a long time subscriber, maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe 20 years. It was from the 90s, I think, maybe late 90s. Yeah, I remember having it back in school when I was soldering. I was making power supply for a CB radio. And my friend also made one. We were kids. And basically what it meant, it was like putting really large capacitors and a too small rectifier after a transistor. So yeah, so that didn't work. Actually, what we didn't know is that we could have had a 5 volt regulator to smooth down the power a lot, because we had buzzing sound inside the radio, and with buzzing sound you get poor SNR when you transmit, because then you transmit noise. So by having a better power supply, you can send longer. It's power now. I don't want to measure here now. It's supposed to be correct. So let's see. Oh, we have a flash. Yeah, I guess this is as expected. This is good. The VIC chip is working. We have a single flash. It indicates that there's something's wrong with the RAM, and it supposedly is. Yes, I'm really happy that I have a signal. So I've checked the bottom side and see if there's a missing solder in the holes. I've checked everything here, I'm pretty sure. But I don't want to fault find too much, because I'm still wanting, I need the color round chip. These two I need to desolder, so I will be very careful this time. Ny minne, ny color RAM. Ta-da! So I was thinking there was something wrong with the RAM chips, because some of the legs were a bit loose, I thought, maybe. So, and also I broke the color RAM chip, which I know I can't find it right now. But so I brought the C64C that I bought. To my surprise, it was not a C64C. It was actually a 25466 from 1986. It had been reworked with a new RAM from 1989. Okay, og så går vi sakte mot maskinen. I'm supposed to do this live, but I can't pretend tend to be excited, like turning it on and wow, look at that, it works. But it does work. Oh, the screen is blank. What the heck is going on? It's running dead test, so something might have happened. But yeah, so if I turn it off and then on, ta-da! So after a little while it will start to work again, I hope. So yeah, so we'll just run the tests and see what's going on. Actually, when we are talking about the test, I do have a harness somewhere. The thing that I changed was, like I started talking about the C64C. I brought the new RAM chips. As you can see, they are from 1989. The rest of the stuff in that computer is from 86. And then the color RAM. So I had to ask Tommy if that actually works in the C64C. So yeah, so here you can see RAM and stack and everything. It looks okay. I'm just gonna see if I have something else on this cartridge like this. Oh, we're back to the diagnostic one. Okay, this is a different diagnostic, by the way. Herregud, den var crusty, altså. Skal det være så tungt? Det var veldig tungt. Jeg kasser bort. Så er det den her imellom, da. But anyway, when you see that number on top there, it's the same as on this user port. So I think that's what I need. The other one is like you can... oh, keyboard is open. Oh, there's supposed to be a dongle for that as well. When I think of it. Think maybe... Noe lyd her. Da. It works. Den mest entusiastiske videoen ever. So, it works. Alright, so it's May the 8th. And just gonna try a couple of things, and but yeah, we saw yesterday that it was responding on dead test, and then it also worked on diagnostic test. So that's something I had forgotten yesterday. What was the difference? So the one thing is the dead test, then it's in Ultimax mode, then you only get 8K over room area, but you also bypass the kernel. So then you can test the system without the kernel. So the diagnostic test, then you can have the harness and everything. So I swapped both the RAMs and then it started working. So now I'm going to see if one of these RAM chips is still working. So I'm just going to swap one by one. So be careful. I'm holding on ground here anyway, so this, see if it still works. Yep, it still works. So I think maybe this chip might be okay. I will run through the memory test and see if everything's okay. This is the one that goes into the old computer. Okay, let's try this one. This one is probably not working anymore. If this one doesn't work anymore, I will put it to the side. Alright, now we have that fault situation here. As you can see, we have a single flash. So that's good. Now we know which chip is broken. So, they're over there. So, it's grounding again. Please insert a FAT formatted SD card. I just did. Need FAT, probably. So, just gonna try that. I'm just gonna borrow that SD card. So let's try some music then. Oh, I need a keyboard. Hold on. Okay, so we have something going on here. We're going to try some music. So I think I will just do like this and this is so great. Look. Right, so it's 9th of May. That's actually exactly 44 years ago since this machine was made, because we saw that inside the case it was 9th of May. There's a bit of sad news though. The SID chip has stopped working. So what usually fails with them is that the output filter blows, and the output filter is sort of on the end of the audio chain, so or audio stage, so therefore there's no sound. So that was a bit sad. It was a bit strange as well, because all channels were gone as well. So I can insert it once more and check, but I got sound after I changed with the ARM SID, so I had to bring out the old bread bin, by the way. Yes, I should get more of that ARM SID. So that's really sad. I don't know why this happens. I'm gonna check the output stage if it gets a shock or something when you turn it on, but I really doubt it. I don't think it's got anything to do with that. So, and as far as ESD go, I don't touch anything here. I only have a touch ground, and then I plug cables and stuff. So it's a bit sad at the end of this video, but when that's said, it's really cool to have another replica done, and I will publish it and everything, and you can find it on GitHub. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a real pleasure, and I also want to thank Tommy for taking part in this project and helping me with the boom and soldering up and finding faults and everything. So it happened to be no faults at all. So another reason for that is, if you haven't followed me, I've told this many times before, but it's not that I'm how I work or anything. It's just when you do schematic and layout at the same time, they will sort of not cancel each other out, but it will cancel all the errors out. Right, so yes, I'm really happy to be able to release another replica. So that will be my third replica. So thank you very much for watching. See you another time. Uh-oh. Shit. It's not even doing anything, and the levels are going down there. Oh god, this is really hard. Oh dear. Turn into a skeleton. So watch out, guys.